If you have a den in your condo or a plus one space, then you can turn it into a home office or a kids' play area or both. It's your bonus space as long as it functions in a way that makes sense to you. Today we are transforming this den into a functioning home office and play area. We are going to sort some toys, throw some stuff out, and organize some office supplies. We are going to vacuum and get rid of these pesky ladybugs, and we are going to talk about some of the best ways to store kids' toys. I needed an alternate place to work, and luckily I have that. However, this space is very uninspiring. No matter how many times I clean this area, it gets taken over by ladybugs and cluttered again with kids' toys that I have to resort. Otherwise, it would be a great place to work. I mean, look how much natural light comes in from this den. Let's get into it because the little ones are with their grandma and my oldest are at school, so I don't have a lot of time before I have to pick up from school, and this is quite the undertaking. I first start by opening up these windows to get as much light into here as possible, and then analyze how I'm going to start this project. I saw a lot of ladybugs in the window when I opened the curtains, though, like a lot. So I decided to start with the shelf and discover what we had piled up here. I grabbed myself a garbage bag and a recycling bag because I have sorted this area multiple times, and at this point, things just need to go into the garbage. My son has so much Hot Wheels tracks that he doesn't play with, and I'm considering donating all of these. So as I'm going through each bin and box, I'm putting together like items. For example, all the Hot Wheels tracks will go together in one bag. In the office stuff will just sit on the desk for now. Board game pieces that I find will go in one corner for now, that kind of thing. Now, my mom has a habit of dumping everything in one bin or box and just getting it out of the way or off the table and not making the kids put things back properly and in its home. So I get a lot of bags or boxes that are just full of random items. Maybe you're like this, and if you are, trying to teach your kids to sort and put things back in their proper bins would be a good idea. Or just take boxes like this and throw it in the garbage. So I like to put collections of things together. So I would put Lego in one box and small cars in a separate bin. And all the paint and art supplies would go in its own bin and the blocks in its own bag, etc. And I make the kids take that one bin, play with whatever's inside of it, and when done playing with whatever's inside of it, put the things back inside of it, then close it and put it back. That way there's not random pieces all over the place. Now that's not foolproof because the kids still have cards and game pieces and puzzle pieces all over, but if I keep on them, then maybe this behavior will eventually change, maybe, or I'll just drive myself crazy and end up sorting toys for the rest of my life. So if you're taking notes and looking for a lesson here, it is this one. Lesson number 1, make your kids accountable for their own sorting of toys. This process is tedious and it's annoying. Kids can do this. They can cry and complain and still do it. Once they do that process a couple of times, they will hopefully understand why it's good to keep like things together to avoid having to resort the same things over and over and over again. Lesson number 2 would be for you to have bins or containers or boxes or some kind of compartment, labeled or unlabeled, for those collections of things. So that might mean that you have to buy some containers, bins, or boxes. And what would help is if you put masking tape with a marker to label them to help your kids identify where things go and help you with the sorting process. Now, my little ones are just too little to help with that sorting, so they just depend on me to do it, but the older ones can definitely step in and do that on their own. Lesson number 3 is that it always looks messy before it looks clean. There's always going to be a point in your cleaning that things are going to be everywhere and it's going to look overwhelming. And you're going to get a little bit frustrated, but please push through because the end result is going to be amazing. So once this storage shelf is clear of most items, I take this opportunity to take care of the floors. So first I remove as much as I can from at least one side of the floor, and then I vacuum the carpet. I like carpet in dens because it helps to define the space and separate it from the rest of the unit. In general, I like to use carpets to separate spaces if it's appropriate. Plus, because this area is near some large windows and we do get some cold winters, the carpet does make it feel more comfortable and it does help with the warmth. If you only have carpet in your apartment in a small area, you don't necessarily need a big expensive vacuum. A small stick vacuum that fits in your broom closet is just enough. If you're using your den as an office, then it's a good idea to keep your items close by. So if you have a desk or don't have a desk, I suggest you buy one or get one so that it has drawers. Having to get up from the den to go to other areas of the house to get a pen or a stapler or a sharpener, for example, would not be the best use of your time, and it would not be very efficient. So having things at your fingertips would definitely help. Or get yourself a container, pencil case with some of the most common things that you would need while you're working in your home office. At this point, things are looking a little better, but there's still quite a lot of Hot Wheels tracks, and I think I will donate these. It's a lot, and he has a lot of Hot Wheels tracks at my house as well, so with a combination of the two, it's just way too much. Now time is starting to run out on me as I will have to go pick up from school soon, but the last thing I have to do is sort these bins. With the same process, I sort the bins by putting like items together. So the marbles with the marble runs, the action figures together, etc. Now I'm just going to quickly throw out the garbage and pick up my son from school. Here is what I was able to do in a short couple of hours. So with the pockets of time that you do have, even if you're a busy mom working from home or have the little ones in the house with you, you can still try to push yourself to get a task done. So with the pockets of time that you have, make it fun. Set a timer and see how much you can get done in that time frame. So what are you waiting for? Make it happen. Thanks for watching. If you'd like more Clean With Me videos, then join me for the next one and subscribe to the channel. Bye!